Okay, so this one is a real pain. It took me pretty much all day to get this one figured out, so I will spare you some of the details on how all the subnetting went. I'll kind of explain it as I type it in. But basically what we're supposed to do is come up with the correct subnets for all of these different interfaces on the routers. Okay. And I guess it took me like 3 hours to remember how to subnet, so kind of embarrassing that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into R1 and we are going to configure the FA00 interface. We need 50 hosts on it, so that's going to wind up being a 192 subnet mask. So int FA0/0 IP address 192.168.1.1 245.245.245.192 for the subnet mask. No shut. Exit int FA0/1. And this one also needs 50, but of course the closest we come is 64 to 50, so that's what our subnet mask represents, is that we're given 64 addresses to each of these two blocks. So 192.168.1.65, and this starts the second 64 address block. Okay. And now, and this is one of the parts that took me a long time to figure out, to assign the links between the routers. They wanted those to be the very last addresses I assigned, whereas I assigned them the next block. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. So these are the very last blocks of 4. At the after I've addressed everything else is when I'd figured out these addresses. Okay. And just because now I'm kind of paranoid, let's check our results. Alright, we're good so far. I'd already done this once, figured it all out, but I was afraid that I did something wrong anyway. Alright, now 0/1 address 256.1.229.252. And that 252 means that we only want 4 hosts in this address block, but the thing about that is you can only use 2 of those 4, so that's why we have to use a block of 4 to address 2. Okay. That should be all for router 1. Router 2. These only want 20 addresses. So of course their subnet mask will be different, but it will still take over after the blocks that I assigned to the other ones. So this one will be 192.168.129 and 255.254, right? Yeah. I wrote all this down ahead of time because I had to. No shot. FA0/1. IP address for this one will be 192.168.1.161. 255.254 subnet mask. And again, because I'm paranoid, I'm going to check results right now. Alright, so far so good. And now for the serial ports. Again, this is one of those last ones that I did. So this is going to be the link to router 1, so 168.1.226. And there we go. Okay. Now the other serial link. Not 133, 233. There we go. Okay, and that should be everything for router 2. Again, let's check results because, like I said, now I'm paranoid. Alright, so far so good. Router 3. FA0/0. And this one only wants 12 for each of these two VLANs, so it's going to have a .240 subnet mask. And our address block will begin at 193. Looks like. Okay. Now for the other fast Ethernet. And this one will use 209 for an address. now this will be the link between router 2 and router 3, on the other side of it. So it needs to be in the same subnet as the one that I put on the other one. And it's going to be .234 with, of course, 255.252 subnet mask. Alright, and now the other one. Where? Oh, I forgot to exit. And this will be .230. Alright, and that is that. We got 100% completion. It only took me something like 4 hours. See how all the links and stuff are going? We're good to go. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I can squeeze one more video in here before I gotta turn this in. Bye.